Hello, my dear students. How are you all? How are your studies going on? Are you watching my videos? Please do watch all my previous videos. There are lessons and grammar topics that I have posted on the WhatsApp groups of the students. So please do watch whenever you have time. Okay, so today's topic for our video lesson is question tags. So what is the topic today? It is question tags. What do you mean by a tag? What is a tag? If you go to a shop, for example, you are going to buy a new jeans. You go to a shop, and when you take out a jeans, there is a tag attached to it, price tag. A strip of paper attached with the help of a thread or a plastic thread. So that is called a tag. What is tag? Something comes as an attachment to some other thing. Okay, question tag is also attached to a sentence. A main sentence is there, a main sentence. Attached to it, we pose a question related to the main sentence, related to the main statement. We give a statement and we attach a question. We tag a question. Like in your social media posts, you tag somebody, you attach somebody to your post. So all those who are tagged, they can watch the post. In this way, question is tagged to a statement. So that is why they are called questions. They are not directly questions. They are asking about the statement given before it. Okay, so we are going to read today about these question tags. Okay, so the definition. Question tags are short questions that are added to the statements for the purpose of asking for the listener's confirmation or agreement. Okay, read the definition once again and try to understand. Question tags are short questions that are added onto a statement for the purpose of confirmation or agreement. So a statement is given, attached to the statement we add a question tag only to make sure that the information given in the statement is true or false. Okay, confirmation or agreement to the statement. To get a confirmation or agreement to the statement, we add a question tag. Okay, a question tag consists of a verb followed by a pronoun. A question tag consists of a verb, and the verb is followed by pronoun corresponding to the subject of the statement. So pronoun corresponding to the subject of the statement. Okay, we'll come back to the definition once again when we start examining the examples. Okay, tense of the verb in the question tag should always be the same as that of the verb in preceding statement. Okay, simply saying, the verb in the statement must match with the verb in the question tag. Okay, they should be in same tense. The tense should not change. The time should not change. Okay, whatever the tense is there in the statement, the same should be followed in the question tag too. Okay, the verb should not change. Verb form should not change. If the predicate of the statement has an auxiliary verb before the main verb, then the auxiliary verb appears in the question tag. So, in the statement, if there is main verb and an auxiliary verb, then the auxiliary verb comes repeats itself in the question tag. The main verb, we do not add main verb, we just take the auxiliary verb from the statement and we use the same auxiliary verb in the statement question tag also. And positive statements take negative question tags. This is very important. Okay, positive statements take negative question tags and negative statements take positive tags. Okay, if we have in the statement it is positive, then in the question tag it will be negative. Okay, so please do try to understand, try to remember all these rules, because when we come to examples we will examine each of these rules clearly and comprehensively. Okay, now see, so these are question tags, examples of question tags. Okay, Kumar is arriving today, isn't he? The woman can play violin, can't she? You have met Roma, haven't you? Malika was in the gym, wasn't she? Sanju and Paru will help us, won't they? The weather has improved, hasn't it? All of us should do our best, shouldn't we? So students, take a very clear look at all these statements and the question tags. Okay, read them once again. Then we'll go back to the definitions or rules and we'll examine these question tags. Okay, read them once again, please. Yeah, now coming back to the question tags are short questions that are added on the statements for the purpose of asking for the listeners confirmation or agreement. Okay, so what is this? What does it say? We are attaching question tags to the statement, given statement, for confirmation or agreement. So we will see this, we will examine this. Play. Kumar is arriving today, It's a statement. Okay, it is a statement. So we are going to make sure if the given statement is correct or wrong. Okay, if it is right or wrong, we are going to make sure. Okay, Kumar is arriving today. To make sure that the statement is true, we are asking it, isn't he? Kumar is arriving today, isn't he? So we are making sure that statement is true. In the same sense, the woman can play violin, but you want to make sure, can't she? You have given the statement and you want to check it. You want to make sure. You want to confirm. You want to affirm. You want to confirm the statement from others. Okay. Here also, you want to confirm the statement from others. You have met Roma, haven't you? For agreement or for confirmation or to affirm the statement, we are using the question tag. Okay, next we'll see the second. A question tag consists of a verb followed by a pronoun corresponding to the subject of the statement. What does it say? A question tag consists of a verb followed by a pronoun corresponding to the subject of the statement. Let us examine again. A question tag contains a verb. Okay. Question tag generally begins with a verb. Let us see once again. Consists of verb followed by a pronoun. Yes. Here see, you see, was. It's a verb followed by pronoun. Followed by pronoun. What kind of pronoun? The pronoun that is indicating the subject. The pronoun that is related to the subject. Here, Malika is the subject. So, what is the pronoun? She. Malika's pronoun is she. Verb, and it is followed by a pronoun. Here also, verb followed by pronoun. Pronoun, it reflects onto subject. What is the subject here? Sanju and Paru. This is the subject. So it reflects here the pronoun. Here the weather is the subject and pronoun is it. Has. It is as is verb. All of us should do our best, shouldn't we? What is the subject here? All of us. All of us is subject. Should is verb. So all of us. What is the pronoun? We. We is the pronoun. So one more thing. Tense of the verb in the question tag should always be the same as that of the verb in the preceding statement. One more is, tense of the verb in the question tag should always be the same as that of the verb in the preceding statement. So tense must be the same. Kumar is arriving. What is this? Present continuous. Kumar is arriving today. What is the tense here? It is present continuous. So the same tense, the verb, same tense of the verb also continued here. Isn't he? Okay. The woman can play violin. Can't she? Okay. You have met Ruma. haven't you? Okay, what is the tense here? Present perfect, and the same present perfect tense is used in the question tag too, and all the statements are alike, same. Whatever is the verb form, tense of the verb, that will be reflected in the question tag also. You have to remember that. Next, if the predicate of the statement has an auxiliary verb before the main verb, then the auxiliary verb appears in the question tag. We will examine this claim. Okay. Like this. Second sentence. Here, the woman can play violin. The woman can play violin. So in this sentence, play is the main verb. The word play is main verb. Can is auxiliary verb. What is can? Can is auxiliary verb or helping verb. So in such circumstances, the auxiliary verb will be used in the question tag. Okay. Here also, Sanju and Paru will help us. Sanju and Paru will help us. So look at the main verb there. What is the main verb? The main verb there is help. Help is the main verb. Will is auxiliary verb or helping verb. So this will reflect here in the question tag. Okay. And positive statements take negative tag and negative statements take positive tag. What is the third one? Positive statements take negative tag. Negative statements take positive tag. Okay. We'll examine this. Kumar is arriving today. It is a positive tag. The word not is not present here. It's a positive thing. Kumar is arriving. There is nothing negative in it. There is no word related to no or not. Positive. So then in the question tag, the negative should come. Isn't he? The woman can play violin. Can't she? Cannot she? You have met Ruma, haven't you? Malika was in the gym. Wasn't she? Okay. Next, take a close look at all these things, all these sentences in this slide. So all these are positive statements followed by negative question tags. Okay. For positive statements followed by negative question tags. So in the next slide, I am going to write the same sentences into negative statements to be followed by positive question tags. Okay. Kumar is not arriving today. Is he? Okay. It is not isn't he. It is he. Okay. Do you want to see the previous slide? Here. Kumar is arriving today. Arriving today. Isn't he? Kumar is arriving today. Isn't he? Here. Kumar is not arriving today. Is he? The woman can play violin. Can't she? Positive statement, negative tag. Okay. The woman can play violin. Can't she? The woman can't play violin. Can she? Negative statement, positive tag. Negative statement, positive tag. You haven't met Ruma, have you? Negative statement, positive tag. You have met Ruma, haven't you? Positive statement, negative tag. So, as we have discussed, a positive statement takes a negative tag and a negative statement takes a positive tag. Okay. However, if the finite verb in the statement consists of only main verb, the auxiliary verb do functions as the verb in the tag. Okay. If there are main verbs and auxiliary verbs, the auxiliary verb will go into the question tag. But if in the statement there is only one finite verb, finite main verb, then we have to make use of do verbs. Do, does, don't, didn't, doesn't, didn't. Okay, as per the statement and its tense. Okay, if the finite verb in the statement consists of one main verb, the auxiliary verb do functions as the verb in the tag. We don't use, here also we don't use the main verb. We use the auxiliary verb do, even if it is not present in the statement. Generally it is not present in the statement, but still we use do verb in the question tag. Okay. So examples. Bharat gave you his muffler, didn't he? Okay. Gave. Bharat gave you his muffler. It's a finite verb. Mind you, what is it? It is a finite verb. So there is no auxiliary verb to it. There is no auxiliary verb placed before the main verb gave. So as per the condition, we have to use do form of the verb. Didn't he? As it is a past tense, we are using didn't he. The flowers smell wonderful, don't they? He always speaks truth, doesn't he? The idlis taste good, don't they? Okay. If we say, I will give you one example. Bharat has given you his muffler. Okay. This is finite verb, that is simple past tense. Bharat gave you his muffler. This is in simple past tense and finite verb. So we have changed the verb. Bharat has given you muffler. What should be the tag? Hasn't he? Has, because has is the auxiliary verb. So it should take, the question tag should take auxiliary verb. The flowers smell wonderful, don't they? Okay. Here also smell is main verb. There is no auxiliary verb. So we use do form, don't they? As according to the but we have to, while using the do form, we have to take care of considering the tense of the verb and tense of the statement. It is Simple present. The flowers smell wonderful, don't they? This is simple past, didn't they? If we say the flowers are smelling wonderful, the flowers are smelling wonderful, it becomes present continuous. Okay, the flowers are smelling wonderful. So smelling becomes main verb and are becomes auxiliary. Then what should be here? Aren't they? Okay. So only when the finite verbs are there, we can use do forms. When question tags follow statements with indefinite pronouns like everyone, nobody, the pronoun they is used in the tag. Okay. When the question tags follow statements with indefinite pronouns like everyone, nobody, they should be in the tag. Everyone is asleep, aren't they? Everyone will get his share, won't they? So wherever everybody, nobody, anybody comes as a subject, we have to use they. They are indefinite pronouns, and for those pronouns we use the word they. And for imperative sentences or commands, positive tags are given. Open the door, will you? So actually this is positive statement. We should be expecting a negative question tag, but in the imperative statements there is positive statement and the question tag will also be positive. Open the door, will you? Help me, can you? And even for imperative sentences, negative statements also take positive question tag. Don't open the door, will you? See the example. Open the door, will you? Don't open the door, will you? Okay, in the imperative statements, that is giving commands or orders or sometimes request, positive tags are used even for the positive statements. Next, this and that in the statement are replaced by it in the tag. If in the statement there are words like this and that, they are replaced by the word it in the tag. This is the new shed, isn't it? That was his car, wasn't it? This road leads to the village, doesn't it? Okay. Next, statements affirmative in form but negative in meaning. Because of the use of words like hardly and never, take affirmative or positive tags. So these are positive statements but giving a negative meaning. So then the question tag will be positive. He never comes home on time. Does he? She can hardly walk. Can she? So though they are affirmative or positive with negative meaning, then we use positive tag. Rani seldom writes. Does she? And now, question tags in English. Verb tense. You look at the box, please. There are 3 boxes. In the first box, it is verb tense. In the second box, positive sentence plus negative tag. In the third box, it is negative sentence with positive tag. Okay, it will be easy for you to follow like this. Present form. She is American, isn't she? Okay. She is American, isn't she? She, positive sentence, negative tag. Here, she isn't American, is she? So, as I forgot to tell you, in this, after the statement there should be a comma. Okay, after the statement and before we write question tag, there should be a comma, not full stop. There should be a comma. Then question and last question mark. Okay. Present simple. You study English, don't you? You don't study English, do you? Please read this. Positive sentence, negative tag. Negative sentence, positive tag. If you practice like this, you will get it easily. Next, past simple. You were at home, weren't you? You weren't at home, were you? Past continuous. Tom was watching TV, wasn't he? Tom wasn't watching TV, was he? Present perfect. He has written 5 letters, hasn't he? He hasn't written 5 letters, has he? Past perfect. You had lunch, hadn't you? You hadn't had lunch, had you? Next, will. I'll read the book. He will read the book. Won't he? He won't read the book. Will he? So, please look at the heading. Positive sentence, negative tag. Negative sentence, positive tag. The same word, the same tenses is being repeated in 2 different contexts. Okay. Modal verbs. He can read this book. Can't he? He can't read this book. Can he? So this is this slide. We have discussed it already. There, example, there is a lot of homework today, isn't there? Indefinite pronouns as subjects. Someone, everybody, anybody, nobody are substituted by they in the question tag. Example, someone will come, won't they? Nothing and everything are substituted by it. Everything is okay, isn't it? Nothing is okay, isn't it? Okay. If there are someone, everybody, anybody, nobody like this in the subject, in the question tag, the pronoun will be they. Nothing and everything. For these subjects, the pronoun will be it. So just see this random examples. Okay. Given an example, please. Will you? So this is an imperative sentence. Imperative sentence. Like your teacher asking you in the classroom. Okay. A request or a command. A teacher asking you in the classroom situation to give an example. Okay. For imperative sentence, it will always be for positive tag. Will you? Give me an example, please. Will you? Sit down. Will you? Okay. Sit down. It's an order or a command. So the tag will be will you. Let's go to party. Shall we? Let's play a game. Shall we? These are suggestions. Okay, let's go to party. It's a suggestion. Shall we? Let's play a game. A suggestion. Shall we? Somebody is at the door. Aren't they? As we have discussed here. Indefinite pronouns as subjects. Someone, everybody, anybody, nobody, somebody. They all take they in the question tag. Okay. Somebody is at the door. Aren't they? Everybody is thinking about the quiz. Aren't they? Nobody called me yesterday. Did they? Nobody called me yesterday. Here it's a finite verb. Okay, there is no helping verb or auxiliary verb. So it is, we are using do form. Did they? Everything was done to save the rainforest, wasn't it? Here this is main verb, but this is auxiliary verb. So we take auxiliary verb into the question tag. Sultan never drinks beer, does she? My mother rarely goes out with his friends, does she? Here, this is very important thing. My mother rarely goes out with her friends, does she? Though it is affirmative sentence, okay, though it is affirmative sentence, but the meaning is negative. The meaning is negative. So the statement will be in positive. What does it mean? My mother never goes. She doesn't go out with her friends. So the meaning is negative. So it will be positive statement. Question tag. Here also, my friend seldom has an argument with somebody. Does she? Affirmative statement with negative meaning begets positive statement. Okay. So this is today's topic. Question tags. Very simple topic. Very simple and very easy if you could follow it. And for the question tags, there are at least 5 marks for question tags. Okay. Please do read. Please watch this my presentations and do check out the PowerPoint presentations. And if you want more information and if you don't have books, you can always go to internet. In Google you can find vast number of examples and vast material on any kind of grammar subject. Okay, thank you. As I always tell you, if you have any doubt after watching the video lesson, you can always contact me anytime. Okay, thank you for the day. Bye.